Hey Nikki, how have you been?
I've been great, and I love being back on campus. However, carrying around my textbooks all day has been taking a toll.
Well, why don't you buy ebooks? Pearson has all the digital resources you can need so you can stop lugging your heavy bag around campus and enjoy the walk. Not only that, but ebooks are way cheaper than buying textbooks.
That's such a great idea. I'll make sure to check that out. Thank you, Jillian.
No problem. Thank you, Pearson, for sponsoring this video. Make sure you check out pearson.com today for all your ebook and study needs. Now, back to the video.
Most programs have a program planner, which is kind of like a giant checklist for making sure that you've done all of your courses that you need to complete your degree. You can look this up on your program's website, or you can get a paper copy from your academic counselor's office.
Western offers a free service called the SAO program, the Summer Academic Orientation, which helps match up students with guidance counselors, and then they can help you fill out your schedule and make sure you have all the courses you need.
You can also find a lot of information about specific courses or professors from other students on our Facebook groups, or you can look up the academic calendar to check out any courses in specific. Western also releases the results of our student questionnaires, so you can see how students have ranked professors in previous years and what they had to say about their performance in the class. Course schedules will vary a lot by program and year of study, but I would say don't worry about back-to-back classes. I know that's something a lot of people are worried about, but at Western, your professors will dismiss you 10 minutes before the scheduled end of your class. So unless you're an extremely slow walker or your classes are on opposite ends of campus, I would say don't worry about that.
I would say that if you're not a morning person, embrace that. Don't take 8 a.m.s. Make sure that you're comfortable with your schedule.
And course registration appointments go by year of study. So as a first year, you're going to have a huge head start. You'll begin around June, and then 4th and 5th years will follow at the beginning of July. And then 3rd years and 2nd years are last.
Registration will also be available on Student Center. To make sure that you know your schedule ahead of time, you can go on this site called Draft My Schedule.
It's a great resource to make sure that you have a plan A, a plan B, and you can really see how your schedule looks ahead of time before enrolling on Student Center. Another piece of advice I would say is that bird courses are not universally easy. So just because a class may have a reputation as being a bird course, it may not be an easy 80 or 90 for you. Try and take things that will help you finish your degree and that you're actually interested in, and maybe do a little bit of research to see if the assessment and the course topics are actually things that would align with the way you study.
In terms of studying methods, I would encourage everybody to get on top of Google Calendar. This is something that I learned from taking part of the Student Works program just the summer after my first year, and this really helps you get a good control of seeing what your day looks like. I remember blocking off sections during the day and taking every single task into smaller tasks. If you have a huge project, break it up into smaller, tinier projects that are easier to understand. It won't seem as overwhelming.
If you're an auditory learner, don't waste hours and hours retyping and rewriting your notes, because that's not going to help you at all.
I would say study constantly throughout the semester. It is a huge deal going from high school to university. I was used to studying from 8 to 9:30 every single day, but that's not the case in university. You're going to be needing to study round the clock. It's not about studying smart or hard, it's a combination of both that I found.
Other study tips for exam season would be to book study rooms in the libraries early because they get full really quickly. I personally work better when I'm studying with friends because they can help keep me accountable because I get distracted really easily. It's also nice to test each other and ask each other questions when you're studying with friends. So try and meet people in every one of your courses so you can have study buddies.
You'll be able to easily review the concepts that you learn at the end of the semester if at each section you write down a summary sheet. That's the best way to do it, honestly, and make sure it's concise. Make sure that at the end of your study period, you can go and summarize all of these concepts into 1 or 2 pages.
In Ontario, we have OSAP, which I'm sure most people are familiar with, but basically you can get a certain amount of grants or loans depending on your parents' joint income. At Western, we also have entrance scholarships. These don't require an application. They're just based off of your final grades from high school. But we also have program-specific scholarships, need-based bursaries, and student council student awards. These all require additional applications with supplementary writing or leadership requirements.
Scholarships can also be found elsewhere, such as Scholarships Canada, or on the university website, or through specific clubs, which leads to grants as well. You can apply through the university website, and they are given out on a needs basis.
Everyone in first year is really excited and nervous, so just try to make the most out of your time and meet as many people as you can. Everybody's failed something at one point or another, so don't worry if you do. We all get our degree in the end. So try not to stress, and good luck.